The sea turtles hatch right here in the sand, and they make their way all the way down the beach to the water. That is a long journey for these little guys. And once they get to the water, they go offshore to a floating seaweed sargassum. This is like a buffet for these little guys. Kylie Kid inside Jacksonville. It's hard to believe the mountain behind me used to be a landfill. Now it's this gorgeous park with people running and kids playing. The only trash you're gonna find here is right here. The federal government is close to undoing a policy that protected rare sea turtles for 30 years. Hello Ospreys, and welcome to a first ever Inside Swoop in 90 weather update. I'm Kylie Kid, here to keep an eye on the skies for you. The First Coast has many residents that live on the beach, but not many that get a patrol and a hospital. Sea turtles have been nesting on Florida beaches since the beginning, and organizations like the Michler's Landing Turtle Patrol and Sea Turtle Hospital at UF Whitney Lab were established to ensure they are conserved and protected.
What we do is very important in providing statistics at the local and state level of the different species of turtles that are visiting our beaches and their nesting habits and the livelihood of the eggs that are left here.
In the 1980s, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission created the Michler's Landing Turtle Patrol to ensure the safety of sea turtles and beachgoers. The Turtle Patrol begins its mission at sunrise during nesting season, which takes place between March and October. During this time, volunteers like Pookie Fox walk the beach to monitor nests and perform evaluations. Evaluations take place after a nest has already hatched. The volunteers put on protective gloves and dig down until they reach the clutch, or the collection of eggs. Then they count the number of eggs and take measurements for data analysis. Sometimes, baby sea turtles get stuck in the nest and need the help of a human to make it out. Lately, the First Coast has experienced some detrimental weather that has resulted in incredibly high tides that leads to beach erosion. Unfortunately, this washes nests away very easily. Art has withstood the test of time through war and natural disaster. Now it is withstanding another crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has put a dent in how artists are able to show off their work because of cancellations and social distancing. So Heinz, the parent company of the Markets at Town Center, wanted to help. It's sponsoring a space for the Greater Cultural Council of Jacksonville. Here, 65 local artists are able to show off their work, and patrons can go home with a one-of-a-kind piece of art. This is the second year that Heinz has sponsored an art see and shop for the Cultural Council. You can find all sorts of one-of-a-kind creations, including ceramics, glass, photography, jewelry, wooden furniture, local authors, and of course, fine art. Elena Olander is one of the featured artists. She's been a professional artist for 3 years now, but the past year has been tough because of the pandemic.
Usually art events are well attended in person, and so since we can't do that, it's been a huge pivot and shift in the way that I connect with people in the community and beyond.
Inspiration for Elena's art comes from chaos and peace.
I think that there's always kind of that dichotomy in the world that we live in, but especially this year, all of us felt it in our own personal ways. And paper cranes, Japanese paper cranes are symbols for prosperity and peace and longevity, and I think that we could use more of that.
Heinz and the Cultural Council have given Elena the chance to engage with the community while following CDC guidelines. The Cultural Council of Greater Jacksonville was founded in 1973. Their mission is to enrich life in Northeast Florida by investing in arts and culture. This year, to present Art, See and Shop, the Cultural Council of Greater Jacksonville has partnered with the UNF LGBTQ Resource Center. Richter Ricardo, a Cuban native, graduated from UNF with his degree in fine arts. Richter's art is inspired by his husband's and his struggle to get married when it was illegal in Florida. During the pandemic, Richter's been focusing more on photography.
It's easier because I have way more time because I'm at home pretty much. I'm work from home right now, but it's harder because it's hard to find inspiration when you can really go out and you're just surrounded by so much negative media.
The past 8 months have been hard on professional artists like Elena and Richter.
I feel like everybody, I've struggled with the uncertainty of what's going to happen next and not having like a backup plan because it just happened so suddenly. And also I have family who lives in Cuba and in Mexico, so in that regard it was really hard because I didn't know what was going to happen to them because the regulations are way different than what's happening here.
If you'd like to try creating your own masterpieces, Art See and Shop also offers DIY workshops, book signings with local authors, and coffee and cultural talks. The Art See and Shop pop-up is open in the markets at St. John's Town Center across from Cooper's Hawk until December 20th. Kylie Kidd, Inside Jacksonville. Hello Ospreys, and welcome to a first ever Inside Swoop in 90 weather update. I'm Kylie Kidd, here to keep an eye on the skies for you. What a gorgeous day we had yesterday. Temperatures reached up to 77 degrees. With our 7-day outlook, it looks like summer is right around the corner. Today it will get up to 82 degrees and be sunny. Wednesday, we keep the sun and have a high of 84 and a low of 57. Thursday, it will be partly cloudy and 84. Friday, it will be 82 and cloudy with a 24% chance of rain. Saturday will get up to 85, but we have a 32% chance of rain. And finally, Sunday will be 83 with a 39% chance of thunderstorms. Now for a world weather update. Across the world in Indonesia, rescuers are digging through debris of a landslide that happened Sunday. There is believed to be at least 21 people buried and 98 people missing. This is just one disaster that has been brought on by severe weather there. Conditions in Indonesia could worsen because the tropical cyclone is expected to stay there for a few days. That's a wrap on this week's weather update. Be sure to keep an eye out for severe weather updates. Be safe and be kind. I'm Kylie Kidd, and I'll see you tomorrow.